Hello, good evening. Happy Sunday Fun Day. I was hoping to chat a little bit, but I see how I have this loaded. The chat function is just not there for me. So hello. Forgive me if I'm not seeing your hellos back, but I definitely will go back and take a look at the comments afterwards. So happy Sunday Fun Day, folks. Today I am sharing with you Pretty Pumpkins from Stampin' Up. Super cute bundle. Of course, I've had the chance to play with it a little bit, and so I want to show you a little more of what I've created crafting with it, including the catalog. Here's the catalog, super cute. Hope it's not backwards for you, but this is the stamp set. Nope, this is the stamp set. And I'm gonna actually convert my video to be facing down so that, you can actually see my stuff. So let me just share my screen with you. Down low. Pretty sure it's going to let me. I wonder if I needed to actually be that way first. You guys see just one of my faces, not the other? I think so. Okay, there we go. Found it. Hashtag Joys of Tech. Okay. So hello, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Trisha Shalo with Just for the Love of Stamping. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here today to share a little bit more of the Pretty Pumpkins with you. So let me just switch my camera so you can see what it is that I'm referring to. It is this stamp set, Pretty Pumpkins, and then of course it's got some coordinating dies. And for those of you guys who have the mini catalog or want to go get the mini catalog online, I'll post a link to that a little later this evening. But here is the bundle right here, the stamp set, and then you can purchase it at a 10% discount with the dies. And of course, there's some great ideas already in the catalog to use that with. But I thought I would share a little tag with you as I shared some tips and tricks that I found with the Pretty Pumpkin. Now, I wanted to share with you some upcoming classes also, but I don't want to give away the cards yet because I'm going to share with you a sneak peek of what my card night will be for this month using the Pretty Pumpkins bundle. That'll be the last Friday of the month. So if you don't have this bundle yet, maybe hold tight and take part in that class. You'll be making 6 cards. Also coming up is our stamping bingo night. So it's fancy fall theme. And that is on the Saturday, I believe it's the 16th or the 17th, whichever the Saturday is. So it's coming up quick. I'm doing my final call out this week for people who want to attend for the attendance. I'm not too sure what the product is, but the theme is fancy fall. So I'll make sure I post that so that you can substitute if you would like. But of course, fancy fall also means pumpkins. So I will definitely be making some more wonderful projects using this bundle. So let me get started. I just want to show you, highlight kind of the fun words that are in here. If friends were pumpkins, I'd pick you. So thankful for you and gather together. Perfect for the autumn vibes that are happening right now. Also, I just had this block because it is the C block, I believe. No, D, sorry, which goes really good with this stamp set, and I'll be using that tonight. And then, of course, the dies that come with the bundle. They're right here. And I just wanted to see how many come in that pack. So there's 10. There should be 10 there, assuming I haven't lost any. But that is what the dies that go with our cut and emboss machine. And I'll give you a sneak peek of the mini machine here in a moment. But first, let me share with you, of course, a couple of other cards. Now, if you caught I think it was last week's Sunday Funday, maybe it was the week before. And if you're part of the Twist and Dab stamping team, I had a little challenge with the strips of designer series paper. That's the Harvest Meadow designer series paper. but I've gone and added some embossed pumpkins. So that's just another fun stamp set using this. The words themselves is from Banner Year, but the pumpkins are from the Pretty Pumpkins. So there's just a little sweet idea for you. Then I was also playing with the Blackberry fun package. And again, using this stamp set. So there's just another fun idea with a little bit of gold and glitter using the ephemera pack. And I'm saying that wrong. But right now, unfortunately, I can't order them, but I do have a couple. One that I'm gonna use as a giveaway. And another one, just not too sure what I'm doing with it yet. But isn't that super cute? I will make sure I post pictures of those projects as well. So, what I wanted to share with you, first of all, is some non-traditional fall cards. So this is Whimsy Wonder paper. You may have seen a lot of Christmas cards already made with it, or maybe you haven't. This is probably my most favorite designer series paper that's in the mini catalog right now. And I thought, why not use the Pretty Pumpkin set to make some cards? But first, like I said, I am going to use that paper. And in fact, it's this polished pink that we're going to be using for a quick and easy tag. So I've just got a piece of scrap and I'm going to trim that down to 2 inches by 4 inches. So again, a good way to use up your designer series paper. I wanted to share that. Oh, and then you know what else I need though, is I want a scrap of this striped paper. And I have a strip of that blue paper already cut up somewhere. Let me just grab that. And of course the strip wants to be hiding, so that's okay. We're gonna cut ourselves another one. So I am just going to trim this down because I want one of these blue stripes. It's called Misty Moonlight. I absolutely love, love, love that color. And I cut that to 2 inches wide. So that is how wide I want this strip as well. And I'll show you here in one sec. So before I start adhering this, I am taking my tailored punch. This is just a fun punch. And I'm gonna make a little banner tail on the bottom here. And so I just wanna line this in like so. And try and center this the best I can and snap it up and look at that, a fun banner tail. Because like I said, I'm just making a quick tag. And I'm taking this strip and I'm gonna put some adhesive on there. I'm gonna use my snail for this. And getting that right across. And what I'm doing is just lining this up to the top like so. And then I'm flipping this over. I'm flipping this over and I'm just grabbing a pencil. I'm grabbing a pencil because I want to mark where center is. And ideally I'd have a ruler or a measuring sheet to show me where 1 inch is. You know what, I do have a ruler here, so why don't we use it? It's a little bit hard for, I know you guys can't see the numbers. I can barely see it, but I'm getting it here. I'm trying to find 1 inch and here's my 1 inch right here. So I've just taken a pencil, marked that 1 inch, and here's our trio punch. Don't know if you guys have seen this. These are super fun, but there's a little notch right in the center here. And so I am lining this up to where I made that pencil mark. I don't know if you can see that in there. And I am squishing, and voila, I've got a little ribbon punch out. Okay, so we're gonna add the ribbon after, and I'll show you what it is we're adding the ribbon on. Of course, I'm leaving you guys all in suspense, but I wanna show you a little tip on stamping. In this stamp set, there is this fun pumpkin. It's all decorated with leaves, and I have stamped a whole lot of them. And in fact, let me show you here. I have pre-stamped a whole lot and I've cut them out using the die cut, using a blender brush. And this is how I'm getting the soft look of all these pumpkins. Now I've got a little gift bag here that I'm gonna plop these in for one lucky winner. So leave all kinds of comments throughout this evening, people, because I'm definitely going to do a random draw for a fun little gift that includes all of those all those pumpkin cutouts. But for starters, I'm going to grab a blending brush, and I'm grabbing my reddish pink one. This is what I use for my pinky colors. I don't know if you guys have the blending brushes. You don't need one for every color, but I do have them just to coordinate with the same color kind of family. So all I'm doing is I'm rubbing in there nice and good. I've already gone ahead and I've pre-cut myself a piece of basic white cardstock, and I've cut this to 3¼ inches. This is what fits best in my mini cut and emboss machine. So now once I think I've got a lot of ink on there, I want a lot of ink, I am going to just tap in the center, and I am just going to brush in a circular motion in the center out. I want to be careful not to go too far out because I don't want all the edges. I just want the center, and that's what gives it that soft look. I don't know if you can see that. It's just a soft, subtle, beautiful look. Okay, so let's pull out that little mini cut and emboss machine. And this is this cute little guy right here. Opening it up, putting my plate down, my number 1, my number 2 plate, and then my paper on top. And now I just need to grab my die, and I'm getting the solid pumpkin that's inside my die cuts here. And I just need to find where the top is, because I didn't actually color that all that hard. The top is kind of getting away from me, but here it is here. It's kind of up here. But don't you just love how that frosted, I feel like it's like a frosted look. And I'm just giving it a push, cranking it all through. And there we have it. Our paper is cut to a pumpkin shape. Is that not adorable? Oh my gosh, I think that is so sweet. So let's get these out of the way. I'm going to bring this guy back, and we are going to put some dimensionals on there. Now my dimensional sheet seems to be out, but that's okay. We waste not. So we're just going to rip off some of these edges to put on our pumpkin, and that will help pop this pumpkin up. So I'm just going to peel off those edges and center this on the tag. Voila. I just love how that looks. Okay, so I still need to bring that scrap back because now I want to put a little word in there. And in this case, I am using the one that says, if friends were pumpkins, I'd pick you. And for this one, I'm using my Misty Moonlight because it goes with that paper collection. So again, this is not your traditional color, but you know what? I'll show you more of a traditional color because of course I did make one to share. And then this ink does dry fairly quickly. I just want to dry that because that pad is really, really inky. So I'm going to just trim this down just so that I'm dealing with less paper in my way as I cut. And I am just going to randomly cut around the words because some of the words are script, some of them are typed. I could leave this big and square, but you know what? I think it looks lovely, kind of cut out around the words. And I'm not actually going to cut that end off at the front of the words, and you'll see why in a little bit. Because what I did is I ended up taking this lovely tag and converting it into a card. So I cannot wait to show you what those cards look like. You'll definitely have to let me know whether or not you're someone who is able to kind of go a little outside of the norm, the traditional colors. Could you do pink and blue? I've also added in a little bit of the mint macaron color as well. So there, it's all cut out. And again, we're gonna grab some dimensionals. This time I'm gonna use some mini, look at that, all of my dimensionals I've been using them up. So I'm going to add some minis in the small spots here, but then I'm going to add a big one just to kind of fill that big gap, just so I'm not having to peel off a whole lot of backings. So again, I'm just going to peel that off. And I'm going to put that right on top of that pumpkin. Isn't it cute? So let me show you what that's going to go on. I've got a bag of treats that I've made up. It has some Froger, so a frozen drink with a recipe on the back, as well as a Stampin' spritzer and an ink refill in polished pink. I think it all just kind of matches, but you know, when you're crafting, you do need to have a fun drink to go along with it. So this is it. So I've already pre-tied the bag, so I don't need to worry about, you know, getting enough ribbon or string on there to tie that, but I still want to make it look super cute. So what I've done is I've pulled out the Misty Moonlight and basic white twine. This twine is doubled. It's like doubled. It's got the white and blue with silver all mixed in. I've just cut that in half. And what I'm doing is I'm going to wrap this around the bottom underneath from where I've tied this already, except I want to bring this all together because I'm going to run this through that hole. Remember that lovely hole that we punched? I'm going to try and push this all through together as one, bundle them up just like so. You see that? And so that's come right through the hole. And now I'm going to go ahead, proceed to tie my tag just like I would tie a bow on my shoes. So there we go. So another fun bow on top of the white bow that's already there, but you know what? You can never have too much string or too much ribbon. I just love the look. And there we've got a lovely little gift. And so I've gone ahead and I've made a few of those. 2 of them are accounted for gifts, but I have 1 to give away, again, to 1 lucky winner. To kind of go alongside with those extra pumpkins. So I hope you like that tag. Let me show you what that looks like, non-traditional, or sorry, traditional. So here's the non-traditional color. And here I've gone ahead and done the same one, traditional color. Is that not super cute? There's a fun little gift in here for someone, a little fall guy home decor for your display stands. But I just love, love, love how that turned out. Whether you're a non-traditional or you're a pink person or whether you're traditional, it came out just gorgeous. So let me show you those cards that I mentioned that were not traditional. Again, in the pinks, in that whole whimsy color. So here we've got some mint macaron. Do you love that? So again, that's that whimsy paper. I'm going to bring that back just so you can see, because it's got this striped holographic paper. I don't know if you can see that, but that is what this pumpkin in behind is, as well as this. So that is just a fun way, again, using the same technique on the pumpkin and then using the die cuts out. And then we've got the same pumpkin, but in blue. So the same words, just changed up the designer series paper a little bit, but again, we've got the holographic and then of course some fun gems. Oh, and I didn't show you, this is that ribbon, the sparkly ribbon in white that I've just trimmed in half and then used that to tie the knot. Because I know not everyone likes to tie bows, so a knot is a whole lot easier. And then here it is in pink. Where are my pink fans? I just think this holographic paper and these pumpkins look so sweet. And you know what? The computer does not do it justice. They look even more amazing in real life. I don't know if you can just see that glitter between the ribbon and the gems. Oh, so fun. But anyway, so there's your non-traditional colors, but let me show you the same card done up in a traditional. I don't know, it's kind of tough which one my favorite is. So I'll definitely have to do a this or that post to see which one is everyone's favorite. but this will be one of the cards that we're going to make for card night this month. And in fact, there's 3 different designs and you'll make 2 of each. And so you'll get your chance to make your very own pumpkins. Oh, I just love that. And do your blending. So make sure you've got some blending brushes. If you don't have any yet, you may want to order some from me because you'll definitely want to have those on hand. Okay, I'll give you a quick sneak peek of the other 2 cards as well. So again, this time it's featuring the Harvest Meadows. And if you want to pick up the designer series paper for the mini catalog, it's now in my store on Etsy under Stamping with a Twist. So be sure to go check that out. There's some other cute fun things there, but let me show you this card. So here's another sneak peek. I'm probably not going to post this any more than just in this video though. I'll have a little sneak peek for the sign up, but not the full card. But look at that. Oh my gosh, I love this card so much. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed those projects. Again, I'll post some other tips and tricks for you when we get off the live here. I hope you enjoyed that stamp set. And if it's not something that was on your wish list before, I sure hope it is now. I know I'm having so much fun playing with it, and this month I can definitely see a whole lot more. As I mentioned, Fancy Fall Bingo's coming up, and so I'm sure this is going to be the stamp set and dies that are used mostly, but that is definitely going to be another fun online event, so be sure to check that out. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you get some stamping in today before the weekend's over. And post your projects because we definitely want to take a look to see how we've inspired you and see the projects that you've made, because of course every card looks a little bit different, and especially if you're utilizing your own papers and your own dies, it's all fun to look at. I love paper crafting. Anyways, we'll talk to you next week. Bye for now.